Hi, how are you? Today we are going to be talking about my end of year show process for my second year at Circadium School of Contemporary Circus.
She'll grow up and put on her suits and try to change the world.
So I just finished my second year at Circadium. Circadium is a 3-year program for contemporary circus artists. Every year in Circadium you will present an end of year show in some form or another. And this is the process for my second year. Disclaimer: all of my experiences as a second year student, and probably also next year as a third year student, will not be congruent with things that are happening in our school normally, because I am a class of only 3 people. So we have made a lot of modifications and changes to our curriculum to accommodate our class size. But these are not normal decisions. The actual thing that would have happened is we would have had a second year end of year show that was a full ensemble piece created by the ensemble and performed on its own. But what actually happened is the 3 of us created solo pieces, and those were presented as openers to the 3rd year graduation show. So the class above us, who was doing an ensemble graduation show at a theater called Fringe Arts in Philadelphia, we got to be the openers. So, before the show started, we got the crowd warmed up, if you will. So it was quite a different experience than what we were supposed to have. And it is very bittersweet. I do wish that I had a larger ensemble because it's another aspect of this work that's important. And it's not one that we are very familiar with due to our circumstances. But nonetheless, the experience was very, very interesting. It was pretty rough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We had only 3 weeks of prep time to make a solo piece of work that was going to be performed in front of the public. And I thought that was going to be phenomenal because we're used to doing Friday presentations, which are one performance in 1 week. But this type of piece of work just required a lot more time, I think, and more planning. It was a little bit jumbled. However, like I said, that's not really a normal Circadium format, so, take what I say with a grain of salt because it probably will never happen again. But it did happen to me and my classmates, and it was rough. I would just say overall it felt rushed, and I had a lot of tears. It was a very, very hard process. Now, my end of year piece got posted already, so go check that out if you haven't. If you already did, thank you so much. And, message me. I would love to hear your thoughts. It was a very personal piece, which is why there were a lot of tears during the process. But yeah, I uploaded 2 different recordings of the same piece of work because we opened for 2 out of 3 graduation shows. So we got to perform on a Friday night and a Saturday night. And I wanted to upload both recordings because in live art and performance art, there are just differences every time. And there were pros and cons to each recording. Some things went super awesome, other things got messed up, but I thought showing them both had value. So that's my explanation about that. So the way that it worked, process-wise, is before the 3 weeks started, on the Friday before the start of the 3 weeks, we had to do a pitch. So we had to sit down with a bunch of our instructors and pitch an idea for our solo. This included outlines, story, tricks, inspiration, aesthetics, all of that kind of thing. Then they were going to let us know before Monday if it was a yay or if it was a let's go back to the drawing board. Mine did get approved on the first draft, which is phenomenal. I was very proud of that. And so then the first week of work, so I showed up on Monday, I had been approved, was ready to get to work, was first half of the piece. So by the end of that first Friday full week, we needed to have half of the piece done to present in front of our instructors. Week 2 was the other half, which meant it should be finished by week 2, and then week 3 was just kind of rehearsal and tech. I started off very strong because I'm a very organized artist and worker, and I work in very good chunks, and I have a very realistic kind of timeline for making pieces, and I feel like I got that in the bag. So it started off really well, and I wasn't worried about anything like that. But as it went along, because of the way that we were working with instructors, which was having 3 different instructors do private lessons with us 4 days a week, and I just personally felt like there was too much different input, and it became very overwhelming to make decisions in my piece specifically, as well as it just felt too rushed. We were told that we would have 3 weeks to create it, but upon starting the creation process, we were kind of told, and it was made more apparent, that it's really just 2 weeks, because that 3rd week is tech week, and we're not allowed to make changes. Kind of. I made changes because it was not in the place that I wanted it to be. So yeah, there was a lot of struggles, and I definitely did not enjoy that process. I sadly did not enjoy the process of creation, but I'm really proud of the work. It's very personal, and it is a piece that I've wanted to start for a while, which is Dirt Rich, which, again, if you've seen it or you're not. And the theme of this piece is what I'm hoping to use as the theme for my thesis next year, and I'm really hoping to delve deeper into that because it's quite a big and complicated topic. But I was excited to just dip my toes in. I was treating this as somewhat of a trailer, if you will. I said that already today. I don't know why that expression is so in my brain lately. I feel like in the last few videos I've been like, if you will. It's silly. Anyway, so yeah, a little trailer of what I hope to explore next year. Anyway, I think that covers about everything. The tears, the drama. Ugh. The drama inside of a performing arts school. How ironic. Anyway, yeah, that was my process for my end of the 2nd year. I am officially a 3rd year at Circadium now. 1 more year left until graduation. Isn't that crazy, guys? I mean, we've been through this whole thing. I've made videos my entire experience there, and it's just kind of wild that I'm almost through. But I know it's going to be a lot of hard work next year. And you guys will see all of it, so thank you so much for the support. And if you have any extra questions about this process, or really anything about the school, like always, message me. You can find me on Instagram, my website, Facebook, but I don't really use Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all the things. They're linked in the description. So yeah, just hit me up. I love you all so much. I will see you on Sunday. Oh, also, I'm back home in my better filming location now, in my other room in Tennessee. So that's why you get the good camera and the good lighting. But it means that I have to get up to give you guys your end of video kiss. Bye, guys.
This little daisy girl wasn't made to